day the last enslaved Black Americans in Texas were told they were free. More than a century and a half later, the celebration continues to resonate in new ways.
The main thing is to honor our ancestors, right? They worked so hard for us, they made so many sacrifices, you know, they were resilient.
A push to declare Juneteenth a federal holiday was driven home last year during a summer of protest over George Floyd's murder at the hands of a white Minneapolis police officer in broad daylight. This week, the president signed legislation enshrining June 19th a national day to reflect and commemorate the end of 400 years of slavery in America. But hopes are the changes will go deeper.
That struggle for liberation, for freedom, for justice in this country and our Commonwealth and our city continues to this day.
Key legislation aimed at policing and election reform remains stalled in the same Congress the Juneteenth bill sailed through.
We are serious about the celebration of Juneteenth. If we are serious about that, this is a space around where all people are liberated and all people feel a sense of freedom, then we have to really be able to make sure that we're protecting people's voting rights.
Vice President Kamala Harris is leading the Biden administration's effort to counter state-level Republican voter restrictions.
The right to vote is a given.
But Republicans say the federal elections bill is a serious overreach and are expected to vote it down when it's introduced in the Senate next week. Meantime, lawmakers negotiating a bill to hold police more accountable have yet to find a consensus. A bust of George Floyd was unveiled in New York Saturday as Juneteenth was celebrated as a federal holiday for the first time.
We hold the power, and once we understand that, we can really understand and celebrate Juneteenth, celebrate freedom.
In this country, Black and Indigenous families affected by police violence gathered on the steps of the Prime Minister's office in Ottawa to demand accountability and mark Juneteenth. This August 1st, Canada will commemorate its first countrywide Emancipation Day. Caryn Ceolin, City News.